All right. Good evening. Good evening. How is everybody tonight? Hope everybody's having a good time. It is Thursday. One more day till Friday. I'm excited about that. We are close to Embrace shipping. I've got a really cool build tonight. Like, this is gonna be awesome. I am really looking forward to tonight. I hope you guys are as well. The build we have tonight is very cool, very unique. Very thankful that Zeus is letting me build this, and something that I never expected, which is really cool. It's got an awesome Jake code on it. We're in a good spot for tonight. So back-to-back prototype builds. We did the Machida last week, which I've got here on the desk. I used this most of this week, and I actually took it to work yesterday. It was awesome, sounded great, looked really good on the desk, took a bunch of photos. Still super happy with this build. This one came out insanely good. So very happy with that. But yeah, how's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody hanging? I hope everybody's having a good time. I see Chemistry is here, as he said, keen as a bean. That chat obviously coming up before I started, so it doesn't show up on my normal chat. Rage is here. What's up, Rage? How are you? Glad you're here. Got a really cool build tonight. I hope I did a good job teasing it on Monday when I got it. Like, I like the little kind of corner picture, basically. Working on my teaser skills, right? So, to be able to build hype. So, yeah. Chemistry said, should have typed first instead. He says the back looks sick. Whoa, the way that the light adjusted because of my bottle. So the camera's basically trying to compensate for a really white bottle. That's funny. I need to take note of that. Darth is here. All right. What's up? What's going on, Darth? How are you? Ray says, I trying to win a Steam Deck on Steam Awards, so I got 2 streams open in separate windows. LOL. Awesome. Well, good luck, man. I hope you can win one. That's pretty cool. No giveaways for me tonight. In fact, I did something really cool. I gave away my road kit that I just felt like being in the giving spirit. Hopefully get some good karma going. Could use it at work, so figured what not better to do than start doing some cool stuff like that. So, but yeah, tonight's cool. I've got an actual build guide that I'm going to follow. Like, I do need to follow a build guide, so there won't be any... Hopefully no scuff hedgy, like no normal scuff like we normally get, which would be probably for the better. So yeah, like, I'm just going to try and play it smart and do it right. But this should be a very cool build. I'll pull it out here in a second. I'm not going to make people wait a really long time. I happened to catch, like, Tim the Tapman stream today, and he had, like, 75 minutes of talking before he started doing anything, and I was like, I can't imagine, like, making people wait for so long. Like, that's insane. That's so dumb. Static says hello. Anime, yo, you watch any more anime since we last talked? No, not yet. I will. I've just been very busy with work and some other stuff. Hopefully soon I'll have some time to pick one and really sit down and watch, and we'll go from there. But yeah, Darth says, I came here for Scuffed Hedgie stream. Yeah, well, I don't want to scuff tonight. Tonight is actually really cool. And like I said, I'm very, very excited for it. So we are building the Prisma Prototype from Young Zeus. Again, I'll show that off here in a second. He has provided everything, which he always does. Like, whenever I do his builds, he provides, like, everything, which is really awesome and super thankful that he does that, so I don't have to pick, like, he's just doing it. Tonight we are building with KTT chalks with 63.5 gram springs, lube with 205 grade 0, and there's 48 of them in here. So he was even nice enough to write down what each switch was, and these are pretty decent. They sound pretty good. And I can see why they're called chalks. So these would be really cool in there. I think it's a good choice for this board, all things considered. So yeah. And tonight, for whatever reason, Celine decided to join us, so she's chilling back here on the chair. She's all cuddled up. So got the fur baby with me, which is neat. So that's kind of fun too. So Rage says, what's the housing material on those? I actually don't know. Why don't we look that up real fast? Let's see. KTT chalk. see. From Dankeebs, or Dankeebs has them. Oh, it is a Dankeeb exclusive collection in collaboration with KTT. They are a polycarb top housing, palm stem, and nylon bottom. So 3 different materials. Interesting. Okay. They have some interesting KTT switches that are available. Huh. Okay. Chemistry says such a classic material combo, same as Zaku's, etc. Cool. I've been hearing good things about KTT. Yeah, KTT is always, like, the strawberries were always one of my favorite. The pines are good. TTC is really good, obviously. I'm still waiting. I did order, like, 2 weeks ago. I ordered more Purple Flames. They haven't showed up yet, so still waiting on those. So they should be here, like, soon, though. I think, like, the last shipping notification said, like, arrived at postal carrier for delivery. So, like, maybe tomorrow or Saturday I should get them, which would be great. Also, screw drop while I'm at it. I don't support drop, but I did order on Black Friday or Cyber Monday, one of those. I ordered the GMK laser spacebar kit because I wanted 6U spacebars, and they were like $10. And then shipping was like $9, so it was like $20 total, which was so stupid. And freaking they shipped them. And then today they arrived at a post office that's like 30 minutes from my house. I don't know why. And it said available for pickup. And I was like, this is so dumb. So like I triple checked and I was like, all right. So I drove over there and they're like, oh, we sent them back to drop or we sent the package back to drop because it was marked as like for pickup or whatever. And we don't do deliveries from this location or whatever the hell it is. Like, I totally got screwed. So now I have to follow up with drop. I really don't want to deal with their customer support. They suck. I got downvoted into oblivion for posting on their DXC, their new key set, because I said, like, people need to stop supporting them. They don't support 40s. They're not big on other layouts. Like, their DXC set is just very base. It's very basic. And I got downvoted because a bunch of people apparently want to support drop. So the one time I go to buy from them, I get screwed again. So my fault. I should have known better. Hopefully I eventually get them, or not, I'll just get a refund somehow, and we'll go from there. But I just want the 6U spacebar. That's all I wanted. I wanted the 6U spacebar, and it's funny because it's not even in the same color as the base kit. It's that bright orange, red, whatever color. So, lesson learned. Stop ordering from drop. Just don't order from them. They suck. That's all I can say. So anyway, who wants to see a really sick prototype? Because I know a bunch of you do. Which, by the way, shout out to Coffee. Coffee is back. It seems like he took a little break. I think he is back for a while, hopefully. He subbed at tier 1. He's subbed for 9 months so far. He says, well, hello. And hi, Dad. That was his message in the sub. So, welcome back, Coffee. Glad to see you here, man. Excited you're back. Kind of missed you on some of the streams over the past couple months, so glad you're here to help kind of shit stir and go from there. So, that'll be cool. You guys want to start with the case or the weight? Because they're both very cool. The case is very interesting for sure, but you guys pick. And they're both J-coded. They have, if you saw the photos, they've got 2 different J-codes. And I know we'll see both of them, but which one do you guys want to see first? I'll let you all pick. No one? No one's going to pick? All right, I will. Let's start with the weight, because I think this weight is cool. All right. Here's the weight. This is super, super unique. And you'll notice, like, when I held it like that, you'll notice, like, the coat looks very light right here. That's on purpose. The fit with this weight and the way it goes into the case is very tight. So Zeus told me straight up that he and Jake tried to not get a lot of material on the sides of the shapes so that it could fit into the case really, really well. But this thing is sick. OJFC, I'm glad I didn't miss the stream. Yeah, this thing is cool. And it's got some neat features that I haven't even talked about. And I will. So I want to make sure, I'm going to look in Jake's channel real fast. I want to make sure I get these colors right because they were very cool. Because we talked about them the other day. All right. Jake said they are... Hold on, bear with me. Damn, how long ago was that? Okay, here we go. So this is AOI High Blue? Oi High Blue? Huh, okay. Both special coat, overcoat style colors. Yeah, so AOI-HI. Aoi High? I don't know how to say that. But either way, this is the weight, which is really, really cool. And you can see the screw holes, which is neat, and the different shapes. Like, the shapes are funky. So it's going to go like this in the board, so this is the way the shapes sit. And like I said, so we've got this. Zeus always comes up with the coolest stuff. He really does. And then the case, it doesn't really... well, yeah, you can kind of see it on stream. You see the color shift. So this is Hakushika White. And basically it's a Stormtrooper base with a blue mica overcoat. So like it's a... like I said, the camera's not picking it up very well, but it's like a blue sheen almost. It's so sick. I like this almost as much as I like my Oceanographer. There, you can kind of see right there, like that. That's so cool. Super, super awesome. And then like the case, the sides of the case are cool. You've got this neat line behind the back of it, and down the side. So like, it is a two-piece, right? And you've got this bottom piece and the top piece, and we'll talk about how this goes together. And what's cool is I think in the red one they did it, the red prototype. Yeah, okay. The bottom is black, so you get this like when the board's together. Let's see if I can get this thing to go together. There we go. Yeah, sort of like that. Come on. There we go. When the board's together, this would be black, and then you have your like red on the board or red. So it gives you like some sick color options where you can do the bottom one and then the top another color, which is really, really cool. Color shift looks like it goes from gold to blue on screen. Is the gold apparent in real life? Yeah, I don't know if it's like my camera or like the way that it's held. Like it's super unique. There's definitely blue. It's like, I think a lot of it has to do with the crappy like fake lighting. I think, but like I can see why you kind of see a gold on camera or like a yellowish gold here. It's, yeah, I think it's the lighting, but very interesting looking. Either way, it's really, really cool. The blue, yeah, the blue, I'm not surprised that the blue is not coming through. It's very subtle, very light. Like that right here is like the blue that you're seeing. Like when I do like that, that's the blue. In person though, this is incredible. So just take my word for it. That's the best thing I can say is take my word for it. And I don't have the camera white balance. That's probably another issue too. So yeah, I can see like why you guys think it's like a gold yellow. The lighting is not doing it any favors. So either way. So before I mess with this, like I said, I'm going to follow the build guide. I want to make sure I don't screw anything up. I think we can just go ahead and put the weight in. I don't think that's going to affect anything. It's not. Okay. So we can at least do that, and then we'll come back and do some of the other stuff. So let me grab the screws. Got a ton of screws here. Like I said, Zeus is awesome. He provided everything for me. Always does. Super, super appreciative of that. The old trusty alchemy tray that's been used to heck lately. That flat color just picks up like all the scrapes and whatever, so. Gnarly says, sorry I'm late. All good, Gnarly. Happy you're here. Rage says, really interested in this for matching DSA Magic Girl Millennium. Interesting. Gnarly said I had to Prisma nuts. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so we've got matching keycaps actually for this. It was the same in Jake's preview video, if you happen to catch that. The PBT Fans Clean Blue. It looks really, really awesome. So, like I said, this is just gonna sit in, and what's cool is it's almost like friction fit. It's not supposed to be, but it almost is. And that allows it to like not go anywhere. There we go. Look at that. Alright, he says, BRB, be right back. That's cool. Putting the kid to bed. Look at that, though. That's sick. So let me get this in so it doesn't go anywhere, and then we can show that off again. But this blue is awesome. I actually really like this blue by itself. Like, I could see that being such a good, like, single color for a board anyway. Alright, let's put the screws in. And I think there were 3 of these made. There's a red and black one, there's this one, and I don't know what the other color is. Zeus knows, and he'll probably hop in stream at some point, but I think he said there were 3 total. Let me make sure we're supposed to put... He might be missing a screw. Oh no, here it is. Okay. We'll get these screwed in. I don't know if anyone in here is in the Embrace group buy. Speaking of screws, I'm going to pick up the screws tomorrow, the set screws for the knob. So once those are picked up, I am ordering boxes. One of those boxes will be ordered, and we're waiting on a couple more daughter boards, but realistically I can start shipping out some of the first sets of orders probably next week. So we should start seeing Embrace go out, which is really, really cool, and I'm really excited for that. So I don't know if anybody in here is actually in the Embrace group buy, but just as an FYI. Well, I can also put the daughter board in. I've already tested the PCB. The PCB does work. And I spent a little bit of time on Zoom with Zeus, aka Christian, that's his name. So I already spent some time on Zoom with him tonight. So we're in good shape there. Let's go ahead and put the daughter board in while we're here. God, I swear I always lose the tools on this desk mat. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Also, if anybody ever needs screws, I do get a hookup on a large quantity of screws. So if you're looking for like if you're doing a project and you're looking for some, come to me and I can probably get you a really good price on that. Okay, there's that. Alright, why is it so loose? That's not good. There we go. Okay. That one side just like happened to be loose. That's kind of weird. There we go. All right. So, daughter board's in. Weight is in. Oops, sorry. Look at that. That is sick. And props to Zeus for like thinking of something like outside of the box instead of just your standard like you know, rectangle. Like all the shapes are so freaking cool. What's up, Tears? You know, I heard of fuckboy but Hedgie out here being your screw guy. It's true. And this is just really well done. This looks awesome. So what an insanely cool little idea. I like the triangles. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 triangles. You've got a couple of parallelograms. Was that? Geometries a long time ago. So very, very cool. So looks fantastic, whatever it is. It's the bottom weight to the Prisma Prototype. So I know you were late, Tears. Trapezoid, that's right. Thank you. So yeah, this is the weight and bottom case for the Prisma. And like I said, this will go like so. And then it'll come together and it'll look very, oops, there we go. Very, very cool. That looks awesome. So we're gonna put this to the side for a second. What's really cool is we have a polycarb plate. We have the PCB, which I'm gonna take the daughter board cable out of. Sorry, I got a lot of parts tonight. Like I said, I'm following the build guide. I'm gonna do exactly what I need to do. And this is how the PCB goes. You can see we have 5 RGB LEDs right here. Those will come in handy in a few. I'll show you how those work. Once again, a sick PCB from Zeus. We have a reset button, a boot button. I'll talk about why. Got your switches. It's a minivan layout. It's a modified minivan layout. So it's a 1.75 backspace, 1.5U enter. trying to think what else, like without giving away what this part is. So we'll get to this part here in a few. Zeus gave me everything, like I said. So Zeus said, bear with me here, because he talked about it. We're going to do a split space build. It does support 6.25U, but we're doing a split space with a 2.75 and a 2.25U, so a very classic split. Sorry, just trying to make sure I've got everything covered in here. But I think we should be good. Yeah. Alright. Trap D-zoids. Trap D-zoids these nuts? Is that what you're trying to get at? Alright, so now we're going to do this part and start the build from his directions, which is cool. There's nothing to stick this on, though. So I guess I have some concerns about that. Place tab pulls into the plate with the stem facing up. Alright, so let's do this. Because he skipped some steps here. Let's do, before we get started on the plate, and the tadpoles. So we do have tadpoles here, which is really cool. Oh, and I forgot the tape. Shit. Alright, we're good. We're gonna do the stabs real fast. So we're gonna do 2 stabs. He gave me 2U stabilizers from Stabies, so some of my favorites personally, which is always exciting. Come on. We'll do a quick lube job on these. Lube job. And this lube is thickums. This lube is super thick. Look at that. It's been a while since I pulled out the MCG Crystal Lube MCG 111. This isn't even 129, it's 111, which is better for like tactiles usually. At least that's what I was told. So go ahead and just give these a quick dab. And paint them up. Like I said, I brought the Machida to work yesterday. It's a little heavy, so it's not the greatest travel board, but man, does it look good. I've been very happy with it. It's definitely like, so after typing on it for some time, it's definitely a firm typing experience. Like, I told Fruit, it was definitely more firm than I think I anticipated, and not that that's a bad thing, like, especially because, you know, in today's world where everything's got to be like bouncy or flexy, like, it's just not what I initially thought it was, and it reminds me of like the pearls and stuff, which is great. So I've been super happy with this board. It looks fantastic. I can't remember who it was posted their red one, and then I know someone else posted turquoise. Like, the turquoise looked friggin' awesome. So yeah, if you're thinking about, if you're on the fence potentially for Machida, like, I'm very, very happy with it so far. Now, full disclosure, I did use my Vault 35 today at work, at the desk, so, you know, just mixed it up a little bit, but still like the Machida a lot. I really do. Alright, put away the MCG. Get the old trusty dielectric grease. Which I love with Stabies. I don't need to put a lot of this in. Like, it's very, very minimal of what's actually needed in here. So, okay, that's the front. Doop. There we go. Sorry, I always forget to do this on camera. Like, I always feel like I'm just like dicking around in the background. Like, oh yeah, like off camera, you guys can't see what I'm doing. Like, I don't know, it's just kind of weird. I feel bad. Alright, put that in. Alright, next one. There we go. Who caught that drama in 40 server yesterday? Kind of curious who caught that. I was able to bring some lively drama at work and basically keep myself occupied, which I thought was kind of funny. Oh, some people missed it. Okay. There's some light drama. It wasn't that big of a deal, but it's still kind of like, all right, y'all. some PMs got shared out in the open. It was very like air your dirty laundry type stuff, and probably shouldn't have happened. I was talking to Mike this morning about it. Like it definitely shouldn't have happened, but it did, and yeah, just kind of made me laugh. I was like, come on, y'all. We're better than this. We don't have to be like that. But it's hard sometimes. When money's involved and things like that. There's a lot on the line, and I know that firsthand. Obviously with Ocean, etc. So, can this be the first installment of the 40s Discord current events segment on the stream? Yeah, I mean, I've been looking to find ways to maybe segment the stream a little bit, or like have certain topics. Like, I don't know if you guys are into it. Like, I don't know if anybody does it anymore, but does anybody do like the what's current in the hobby type of thing, or like what's going on in the hobby stream? Not like a build, but just like, hey, let's hop on and talk about key sets and keyboard. Like, does anybody do that anymore? Because I feel like I don't see that. So, I don't know. Beppo says, let's not do that. Which part? The 40 segment or the just like what's happening in the hobby? Like, I don't want to do like full disclosure, Beppo. I don't want to do like a drama segment. I think that's stupid. I'm not saying like I want to do a drama segment. I just mean like, yeah, like Ray says, stuff that's going on, etc. Yeah, okay, yeah, no drama. Yeah, no, we're good there. I was half joking about that. I just meant like we should do like a segment on like what's happening in 40s in general. Maybe I think that'd be kind of cool. And that way we can just highlight some cool projects, some boards, J codes, etc. The Real Housewives of RMK. No. By the way, is that music too loud? It's a little loud for me. I wish this YouTube channel could make up their mind about the volume. That'd be fantastic. There we go. But yeah, maybe we should do like current events in 40s. Maybe I'll do that like once a month, where I'll just hop on stream and we'll talk about boards, projects, and IC. I know there's not as much going on right now, but it's still maybe worth it. Or like, oh hey, did you see so and so post? Maybe we'll talk about certain posts in the like pictures channel, or that could be cool. Things that were for sale. I don't know. I'm open to ideas. Definitely want to keep the content going, etc. Dude, is this command still not working? Fuck. Sorry, Ringo. It is the Prisma Prototype from MFZeus, and we are building it with stabies for stabilizers and KTT chocks lubed with 205 grade 0 and 63.5 gram springs. And there's some cool features on this board. It's got RGB. It's got something really cool up in the right-hand corner. I'm going to talk about that. I haven't shown it off yet. It's got a really neat weight. I will show that off again here in a minute, just because I know some people are rolling in late. So bear with me one sec. I promise you. I'm sorry that the command is still not working. I don't understand. Like, I've deleted it and tried to re-add it, and that didn't seem to work. So yeah, I have no idea what's happening with that command. Come on. Damn it. Why you don't want to work? Oh, because you're not in the right spot. That's why. Huh. There we go. There we go. Which bot are you using? CloudBot. So the CloudBot that comes with Streamlabs. Like I said, I am gonna like this weekend I'm gonna mess with it and try and make sure everything's working correctly. So if you guys see a stream on Saturday, it's just me testing some stuff. I promise. Yeah, I made sure it's on. Like the stupid switch, it's on. I don't know, like it's being stupid. So like you can test another one. Test !drink and tell me if that one works. Not that that's a popular command, but just something I've done in the past, and it's still on, so... Yeah, okay, so the commands just in general aren't working, because I know I updated that command tonight, so fine, be that way. It's alright. Let's do this. Let's put these guys over here. I don't want to lose the washers, and I really don't want to lose the screws either, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, cool. Let's clean this up real fast. And I was smart tonight. Because like I said, I don't want to get dielectric grease everywhere. Like that always happens. It always ends up on the PCB and shit. Now, can use this. There we go. Hey, does this smell like chloroform to you guys? Beppo with the exclamation mark Ligma. Good choice. All right, we'll keep this around. Okay, let's get a screwdriver out. Is this screwdriver for Stabies? I can't remember. No, it's not. It's an Allen key. I don't know if I'm gonna need a screwdriver for this entire build, which is cool, I guess. All right, and fortunately Zeus labeled these. 2.25U is here. Thanks for labeling that, bud. That's super, super helpful. And that means 2.75U is here. I love when people do that. Makes that super, super easy, so. Sorry, let's see if I can get it to focus. Come on. Come on. There we go. Labeled all the stabilizer holes for me. Thank you, Zeus. Appreciate that. All right, 1. Put the washer on. Get the right. Oop, that's too big. Get the little one. That's too small? No, that's the right size. Okay. Yeah, it's too small. That's what I thought. Okay. That's funny. Is this the right size? I can't tell anymore. I'm going crazy, y'all. There we go. Alright, that works. 3 more of these. There we go. All right. That's not going anywhere. That's always super important. All right, we're good. We're good. I didn't lose it. We're good. No scuff tonight. Remember, that's the goal. No scuff. No scuff, Toby. Can't have that. All right. There we go. So I'm curious, for those of you in here right now, do you guys get notifications of my stream via Instagram? Are you getting it just when I log on to Twitch and go live, and then you get that notification? Where do you guys find out like when and what I'm streaming? Because I post mostly on Instagram, but like I'm curious if there's other places I should be. Like, I didn't post in the streamer channel in 40s today because I didn't feel like people look at that. Like, I don't know anymore, and I'm always kind of curious, like, where do you guys see when I'm streaming, etc. I want to know. Twitch and Instagram? Okay. Cool. That helps, Ringo. Thank you. Alright, where's that towel? Take a little bit of rubbing alcohol. Just make sure that's all nice and clean. Yep. Same on this side. All right, now Instagram and Discord. Okay, cool, cool. Thank you, Rage. Yep, there we go. So it's gonna sit like this. Hopefully the plate looks good. Like I said, polycarb plate. Oh, for those of you that were late, like Ringo, let me show the case. So here's the case. And then here's the weight. And the weight sits in, and all these little pieces are raised up off the bottom of the weight, which is cool. And they fit in like this. It's so sick. So, very, very excited. Yeah, this is very cool. He has 3. I know one's red and black. I don't know what the other one is. Coffee says Twitch and Instagram also. Okay, well, at least Instagram is the common denominator there, so that's good. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. Good, these are 5 pins, so these should, quote-unquote, should sit in here nicely. Hopefully they... Oh, yeah, we're good. Cool. I remember when I built the paintbrush from Zeus, and I was having trouble... Oh, yeah, let me put him in the plate. He said in the plate first, I think. Yes, he did. Oh, and put the tab pulls in. Okay. I remember I was having trouble with the plate with the paintbrush, and I was like, man, I think your switch holes aren't big enough. And it turns out that those, whatever those crappy switches that I put in the paintbrush the first time, they were too thick. Like, they were too wide, and they were the issue, not the switch plate. I remember how nuts that drove me because I couldn't get them out. The ice rim, I think they were TTC ice rims or KTT ice rims, one of those, and they were awful. I will never recommend those switches to anybody. Oh my god, they were bad. So bad. Yeah, all these are facing the right way. No flip switches, because, you know, sometimes that happens. Man, I like a good polycarb plate. I like a good palm plate. I'm going to rebuild the garbage truck with a palm plate. Really looking forward to that build when I get around to it. Oop. Come on. Okay. Now, Zeus did tell me for this build tonight, may need some tape on the PCB, and we may need some electrical tape on 2 of the posts in the case to help with some sound. He is working on that. He did mention that. So 1.25U, so this should go around this side. So just be aware, like, if you see me do that, it's because there's some things he's working on in regards to that. So and this is also the 1.25U. Okay, it should fit. Yeah, should is the key word. Ah, we lost one man down. There we go. If you're in Trashman server, if you saw, I posted the picture of the fully working production group by Embrace. I put one together to make sure everything worked and tested it. Everything works. Super, super happy with that. I'm so impressed with PCBWay's turnaround time. It was insane. It was like, realistically, from the time that they started the manufacturing to the time that they finished, it was like a week and a half for 100 PCBs. And they were not easy PCBs. There's a lot of components on there, very expensive, a lot going on, so yeah. Whoa, a raid from Jack Piketty. Hey, what's going on? Welcome, everybody. Thank you for the raid. Wow, awesome. Welcome, welcome. Disastertron. Jack sent us without a raid message. It's okay. All good. Welcome, everybody. How are you? Let me show you what we're building tonight. Oh, a bunch of new followers. Wow. We've got Turtle Cat with the follow. I am 11 has followed. Thank you very much. Tonight we are building the Prisma Prototype. And this thing is really, really cool. It's a 45%. It's a minivan-based layout. It is a 2-piece case, LEDs. Check out this weight. How sick is this? This is custom Cerakoted. It is the white is a Stormtrooper base. Bear with me. I'm going to get this right because I had it pulled up. Stormtrooper base, and it's called Hakushiko White, and it's a mica blue on top, so the sheen is really hard to see, but it like shimmers blue, which is insane. And then the blue weight is, I can't say this right, AOI space HI, AOI high blue, but a very, very nice blue, very sick. And we're in the middle of building the PCB. Got some cool features on this board. It's got RGB, and it's got another thing I haven't talked about yet, that little square up in the top right. I'm almost to the point where we're going to solder and get to there in a few minutes. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Arigato Roboto, for the follow. I appreciate that. He says hello. Turtle Cat did say hi, so welcome. Thank you guys for coming, and thank you for the raid. I appreciate that. Make sure to hit you guys back so I can have more streams to follow myself. So thank you. That's always fun. And we're building with KTT chalks that are lubed with 205 grade 0, and they have 63.5 gram springs. And Jack says hat. Yes, I do have my own beanie. Very cool story for those of you that have just joined. Last year, my wife's aunt, so my aunt-in-law, was talking to me over Thanksgiving, and I was telling her how I just started streaming in September last year, and I was really enjoying it. And at the time, I was always wearing a beanie because I had a different beanie, and you know, it kind of became my thing, and it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. Blah 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 blah. And my aunt-in-law. We all get together for Christmas with my wife's family, and it's always a big production. And my Christmas present from my aunt-in-law, as that's why I'll just keep saying her aunt-in-law, was this little package, and I opened it up, and it was this beanie. So she went and found my stream, and then had the name embroidered on a beanie, and I was like, that's literally the best Christmas present I've gotten, like, ever, which was really, really cool. So it was very nice of her, and that's kind of why I wear it all the time, so... Jack says we are hat bros. Okay, I'm down for that. Hat bros, hat bros unite. But yeah, very nice gift, and something that just was incredibly thoughtful. So very thankful for that. All right, and this next one is a 1.25U, and then we've got the 2 for the spacebar. So let me make sure that this is lined up, because I don't think it is. Oh, okay, cool. So this is gonna go like right. I'll put that one in last. We still need to put the light bar down. I actually have to fill normally I wing this and it gets kind of scuffed. I do have to follow a build guide for this tonight, just because there's some little intricate parts. Let's see if I can get these. I can't get these bags open ever. I feel like an idiot. Like, they always get stuck. There we go. Maybe I should just open them before stream. I feel like that would be like, hey, genius. But all right, got a piece of foam here that's going to basically help isolate each RGB LED on the board. There's 5 of them here. So we go ahead and, yeah, I don't want that slipping. All right, so I may have to hit that with tweezers. Okay, that's fine. I can still do that. Go. Oh, Jack with the creator of the life-size cat keyboard. Interesting. Okay. Awesome. Did not know that. Get all these switches into place. And this is the way I was told to do this. Normally I would put them in like one by one and get them settled in there, but this is the way that the designer, Young Zeus, told me how to do this, so that's what I'm doing. There we go. Get some of these propped in there. Let's turn on the soldering iron. Get the 1.25U piece in there. There we go. The 2.25, and then the 2.75U. So very, like I said, very classic kind of layout. And this is a palm plate, so there we go. Everything's sitting. No issues with palm flexing, which is really nice. I always hate when that happens. We're good. Right, now let's adjust with some tweezers the light bar. It's just foam, that's all it is, but we want to make sure that we have it on the right spot. Whoop. There we go. Sorry, that looks good. Let's just make sure. Yep. Okay. I think that's right. It's as close as it's going to get. I guess we can always adjust it after it's soldered, but alright. Cool. Now we are ready to solder. I think. Oh, no, we need to put the... He says put the tadpoles in first, but I'm going to... I don't see why we wouldn't. I'm going to solder now. I don't want to... Kind of got everything how I want it, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Let's get that started. For those of you that are new to the stream, I do use a fan, so it gets a little zzz-y in here, but it's not too bad. Just don't want to die from lead fumes. Sorry. Actually, I guess it's the flux fumes. It's not even lead, it's the flux fumes that are bad for you, supposedly. Awesome. And of course, as always, this is the Ask Me Anything portion within Twitch standards. No crazy questions, but you are more than welcome to ask me anything. It does not have to be keyboard related, although most people do. And yeah, I'm enjoying, looking forward to hopefully answering some cool questions. I do have to be careful on this second row, not this top row, but the second row. There's some components that are very close to the switch pins. It makes me a little nervous, but shouldn't be too bad. Question, what gives you the right? First of all, how dare you, Coffee? Pull out my Karen voice. How dare you? Do you know who I am? I'm hedgy. For those that don't know, I had interacted with Coffee a bunch in the 40s Discord server, and then we finally met each other at the Nashville meetup, and we had a blast, and he's a cool dude. I liked hanging out with him, so hopefully I can make that happen again at some point soon. Even if he drives a Miata. And no, Coffee, I'm never going to live that down. And neither are you. Static says, at Hedgie, I finally put some of those leftover switches I won from you to good use. There were exactly enough transmits left to build up a macro pad. Awesome. Awesome. That's good stuff. Disaster says 40 users are just built different. Yeah, I would say so. What does that make me, though? I have nothing larger than like a 45%. Does that make me built different or special, or I hope it's not too bad. And before any of my regulars ask, I did test the PCB already, so I know it works. We're all good. I actually had to hop onto a Zoom meeting with Zeus just to make sure I had everything correct for the stream. I didn't want to screw this up. Don't want to put his board into a bad light. It's a sick looking board, so I want to make sure I did it right. Yes, we are. Built different, aka fucking weirdos. Alright, fair enough. We are kind of weird. I don't mind, though. I like my weirdo friends. Of course, I thought like 30% users were weird. And then I got hooked into a 35%, so... Yeah, now who's the weirdo? The Vault 35 is by far my favorite layout. By far. For sub 40, I should say. You people have friends. I'm here so I just don't get fined. Okay, Marshawn. Some people in this chat are like, sports ball? What's that? I guess I'll just take your pearl for free then. Yeah, no. Don't think so. And I only have the white one left, and I'm keeping that one, so... I did sell the orange one. I think Camburger's really enjoying that board. I haven't heard from him very often, but I do think he is enjoying that board. Come on. A little too much solder here. There we go. Let's not lose pace. I always screw up and like try and go like vertically instead of just keeping horizontally. Oh, is that not touching? Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Come on. Whoop. Still enjoy the pearl though. And that's what I'm saying, like the Machida type's really, really similar to the pearl, so it's probably why I enjoy the Machida so much already. But I'm at the point now where like I'm only keeping boards that I really enjoy typing on or are unique for some reason. You know, like I'm very much like down on my collection compared to where I was in terms of like maybe 2 years ago, just trying to collect. Like I thought I just wanted everything, and now I'm like very particular about what I want and what I like, and it's not even like a set style or mount or feel. Like I have a range of things, and I think it just depends on my mood, like what I use. New follower Snoopy Smells, thank you so much for the follow and welcome. Hope you're enjoying this stream of the Prisma Prototype, and I am excited to put this thing together. It's not technically a like super normal. What is this switch? Oh my god! It's not technically a super normal 45%. There's some unique features, which is really cool. So yeah. The Key Circle just followed. Thank you very much for the follow. I genuinely appreciate that. Thank you. If you're new here, as you'll learn, I don't beg for followers or subscribers. If you like hanging out here, and you like hanging out here, and I try to do everything a little organically and just let the follows and the views come. So I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I try to have a very chill stream, very relaxed. So yeah. Very excited that you guys came in, so thank you. And hopefully those of you follow, and those that you don't, enjoy this enough to keep hanging out. Coffee says, if you don't like hanging out here, you're wrong. Well, everyone's entitled to their opinions, Coffee. So, alright, this is what I'm talking about. There's some components here where I have to be very careful as I solder those into place. There we go. And so we're going to put tadpoles into this plate, and then technically I think the board is officially a tadpole mount, which is really cool. But there's still more that we have to do, supposedly, on the PCB and in the case. So I'm not done with the case yet. But I'm just following Zeus's instructions. And he gave me, like I said, a good build guide, so I'm going to try and follow that to the T. For the most part. This board's got 3 keys for a macro column, but they might not be exactly what you think they're for, which is really cool. So, again, I'll talk about and show that off here in a few minutes when we get to that point. Now, I don't know if he's going to IC this. I don't know if this will ever go to group buy. I just know he sent this to me to build, so that's all I'm doing. Extra solder on there. Come here. There we go. Is the top left corner for playing Tetris and the macro column for controls? You know, I'm surprised no one's done like a a game stick on a keyboard yet, or, you know, a fight stick or whatever you want to call it. Like, I'm genuinely surprised, because I guess you could technically, like, use that as a mouse, right? Like, wouldn't that be a thing? Why is this one giving me trouble? Okay. Turtle says, I have a numpad with a D-pad on it. Okay, interesting. So I'm saying, like, there's still a lot that can be done with keyboards. We're not nearly at the pinnacle, I don't think, so. Alright. Hopefully these chalks sound nice. I have high hopes for them. They feel good. KTT does make good switches, so... Almost burned my finger there. That would have sucked. This last thing I need is another finger or hand injury. Jesus. Had enough of those over the last couple of weeks. Like when my finger was out of commission, my ring finger on my right hand, my ring finger on my right hand was out of commission for like a month. That was awful. Totally screwed up my basketball shot too. Like I went back to the gym finally and started playing it. It was like completely messing with my shot. That sucked, so glad that's fixed. Oh yeah, Turtle. I sliced it on a Japanese mandolin, cutting some vegetables. I had a whole story about that. Having to take my daughter. I have a 3-year-old daughter. To take her with me. My wife wasn't around because it was just us hanging out, and I'd take her with me to urgent care. It was just a mess. If I never have to do that again, that'd be great. And the only reason I went to urgent care is because it didn't stop bleeding for like 25 minutes, and I was like, yeah. Probably need to go look and see if this needs stitches. Turns out it did need stitches, but the doctor was like, it's really close. We don't really need it, and I don't want to glue it because glue gets all infected underneath. It was really gross, so. Wait, do you have one of those No, so it did have a finger guard. I just was an idiot, and I was slicing a cucumber, and I didn't use it. Like, shame on me for not actually being safe, right? Like, that's the thing. Tier says, didn't you wind up burning yourself on one of your... Yeah, so last year, a long time ago, I was building a Littlefoot on stream, and I burnt like my hand. I remember that. Good memory. That was while like Coob was watching. That was very embarrassing. Burnt it right on the soldering iron. That left a mark for a while. I remember that. Coffees is the greatest and most dangerous kitchen tool. Yeah, it's fantastic when you want like super paper thin vegetables and like very even slices, but goddamn, that thing is sharp, and the tip of my finger knows that now, so. I was like ready to, like that day I was waiting for my wife to come back from what she was doing. I was gonna go play basketball. Like I had my day planned out, but nope. Had to go cut myself, and I spent like 2 hours at the urgent care because I had to wait because mine was like non-priority or whatever. It was awful. Also, my daughter reminds me now. She's always like, "Daddy, remember when we went to the hospital because your finger?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And if you don't have kids, yes, that's how they do it. They're like, remember? And I'm like, yes, I remember. Thank you. Trying to put a sentence together. It's the cutest thing yet most frustrating thing in the world. I don't know if Rage is back yet, but I know he's got kids, so he probably knows the pain. that stem is messed up. Alright, hold on. Whoa, careful. There we go. Easy there. Easy there, bucko. Alright, we're good. Alright, almost done here. A couple more switches to go. Just making sure these flow correctly. They look like they do. And then we will get into the meat and potatoes of this board, which is the tadpole mount and then the top right corner. Come on. There we go. There we go. It like didn't want to solder for some reason. Alright, one more switch to go. Perfect. Sort of perfect. There we go. Alright, now we're good. Coffee says, do you have any big holiday plans? Actually, no. My wife and I took a vacation at the end of September down to Mexico. That was really enjoyable. If you remember correctly, I was ship posting from Paradise. That's what we joked about. And then we just took a Thanksgiving trip. So I think for the holidays, we're just going to hang here. I think my wife's family is doing their traditional Christmas thing. So we should be good there. So yeah, we're just going to take it easy. What about you, Coffee? What are you doing? For anybody else here, what are you doing for the holidays? I'm always like hearing what my chat is doing. Cancun brings out the worst in you. Look, man, the guy on Reddit deserved it, okay? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 32, 4, 6, 8, 42, 4, 6, 8, 52, 4, 6, 8, 62, 4, 6, 8, 72, 4, 6, 8, 82, 4, 6, 8, 92, 4, 6. Awesome. 96. 48. We're good. Okay. Some of these solder joints look a little funky, but they're good. All right. So we got all that. Let's put the tadpole mounts in. We got a whole bag of these. He says, place tadpoles into the plate with the stem facing up. Okay. So we're gonna do that. See how hard these are to get in. Alright, they're not easy. It's like, there we go. Should just do it down. I don't know why I was trying to go backwards like an idiot. There we go. Coffee says, we were originally planning on visiting my wife's family in Florida, but the schedule didn't work out, so it's going to be a chill Christmas in Nashville for us. That sounds fun, man. Like I said, I didn't see much in Nashville, but I enjoyed the time when I was there. I like that bar we went to. That was a pretty cool place. I would definitely go back there. That was enjoyable. All right. And I'm still on high about the raid from Jack. Like, that just makes me so happy. Thank you again, guys. I appreciate that. And I'm glad you're still hanging around if you're here. Came in, like, the boring part of the stream where I'm, like, having to solder. Like, that's not fun. Fun is when I pull out the case and then we start building. Ringo's the happy emoji, the dancing one. Cool. Also, I have to be getting close. Yeah. I have to be approaching 450, right? For followers? I have to be. Okay. 425. I'm getting close to 425. And 418, we're getting there. I'm gonna have a celebration when I get to 500. I'm gonna have a celebration, that's for sure. Tier says, what happened to that solder mat you bought? Or was I just... Oh, no, I didn't. I forgot to use it tonight. I was playing with fire. Yeah, I'm still mad that I burned my my WinKeys mat that one night. But yeah, I was playing with fire tonight. Huh, okay. I just didn't bring it out. That's weird. I was in kind of a rush tonight. Like, I was busy trying to put, like, dinner on the table and then put my daughter to bed. And then, like, it was just a lot tonight. So, I did not really get a chance to think about everything I needed, so that kind of suffered a little bit. This might have some good flex potentially, like maybe. It looks cool. This is definitely a cool looking board. All right, so now that piece is done. All right, now I can show you guys the cool stuff. All right, so I'll put this over here. We're gonna pull the case back out. We're actually gonna pull the top case out. We're gonna flip it over. And we're gonna grab this piece, and it looks like this part is already done. I spoke to Zeus. Yep, this piece is done. So what we have here, I'm gonna zoom in on this, is what's going in the top right corner. This is a fingerprint scanner, and I don't know why, but I just think that's so cool. And apparently I'm gonna be able to show that it does work without like storing your fingerprint. I'm gonna be able to show that it does work. So this board uses a... bear with me, because he laid it out for me. This board uses KMK firmware because it is a... Sorry, looking for the info. I should have this at hand, but broke down the boxes. It's because it's a KMK firmware and a Raspberry Pi 2040 or RP2040. So yeah, this is a fingerprint scanner. That's what's going in here in the top corner, which is really, really cool. And now, since this piece is in, it goes like so down in here. And then what we have to do is a separate piece, which he designed, and there's little screw holes here. So let's do this. Whoop. And then we have to pull out this retaining piece plus what looks to be this 3M sticky piece. Yeah, and place it on the back plate. So basically this is how we're going to keep it in place, which is really cool. Like I said, I'm super excited for this. There we go. That fits right in there. That literally like clicked in. That's kind of cool. So we got this two-sided 3M tape. That's some garbage, so I'll go over there. And then we're gonna put this, he wants this kind of like dead center. Hey, you sit in your spot. Like so, I think. Probably a little more. Whoop. Sorry. Alright, close enough. This doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, so that's on there. And then move the paper backing from the other side and place the foam cushion onto it. So if only the fingerprint reader was gasket mounted. Yeah, okay. Because we need flex for gaskets when we're doing a fingerprint, right? I don't know why I don't use tweezers. I have tweezers here. I'm like sitting with my fingernails trying to struggle with this. had to do the little finger test, make sure that that was actually... And what's fun is, like, these are extra bump-on feet. What's fun is, like, Zeus has done a lot of stuff with foam, like, for gaskets and whatnot, so it's cool to see him kind of expand on that, too. I really like that. Let's put it this way. There we go. Got the foam on there, and then this is basically going to sit. We're going to use 2 M2 screws, and it's going to hold the thing in place, which is really cool and super smart. So let's make sure this looks good. Yep, that fits in. Sorry, that fits in there. And I'll explain why that looks just a hair wonky. I can explain that after we put this in. That one started, okay, and then let's get the other one in there. MimiQ, what's going on? How are you? Good to see you again. Yeah, this is going to be very cool, but like I said, fingerprint scanner, RGB LEDs, tab pull mount. Zeus always comes up with the cool shit. He's also the one that did the paintbrush with the magnetic case. And the cool mounting method. Okay, don't want this to go anywhere. All right, so that's what it looks like when it's put into place. There we go. We have a fingerprint reader, which is cool. All right, so that's done. Ensure the flat cable is sticking out from under the plate. Yes, it is. Place the weight, we already did that. Place the daughter board. So now we've got the back of the case and the top of the case. Place the plate and PCB assembly into the top case. Make sure to route the fingerprint sensor cable through the cutout in the plate, okay? Like so. And then this goes like that. Whoa, that's cool. I think it's my first time messing with tadpole mount, so that's kind of cool. I'm excited about that. Alright, and then lift the black retention tab on the connector on the PCB, which I didn't have to do it for the other one, but I did test this with him. So it's this piece right here. So we're gonna literally like lift that up, and it's hard to see, but it did lift. And then we're gonna take, and you see the cable's exposed. And then insert the other end of the flat cable into the connector with the blue tab facing up, and then close the retention tab. Okay? So let's go ahead and there's a little slot to do so. Oops. Let's be careful. I don't want to tear anything. Or there we go. And then close. Cool. I think that's right. Let me just triple check and keep it pushed in while I lift up again. Yep. Okay, that should be good. All right. There we go. Sorry. Camera's struggling focusing. But yeah. Cool. Okay. So that's done. Now, connect the JST, where I put the GST over here. And it should be, pins are always at the top. Yep. Put this one in like so. Come on. Hopefully. There we go. JST is in. Sorry. And I'll flip this how he has it on his. Okay. Cool, cool. And then there's the pins and the pins. So we're gonna line this up like so. These pins are gonna go like this. Okay. All right. Now, before we do anything else, he did ask me to put some electrical tape here. And he said he hasn't tried to tape the PCB. So we'll close this up. And then we'll put the keycaps on it. And then if it doesn't sound great, we'll try some tape. He is going to work on this. He is aware of the sound. So just full disclosure. Let me get 2 small pieces of tape. Give me 2 seconds. We're going to use the good stuff. We're going to use the frog tape. Where are my scissors? Uh-oh. There they are. They're hiding. My scissors were hiding in my drawers full of crap. And I ate all my candy out of my candy drawer, so now I gotta replace that, which sucks. Disappointed. I have no more gummies. I can't just eat candy. Alright, so let's do this. Let's get a clean cut right there. Put this over here. And then we just need little squares, basically. That was what he said. Hopefully this isn't too bad. Okay. Yep. Cut out a little square here. A little rectangle, square, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Probably do a second piece just to, because he said electrical tape, but I don't have electrical tape on me, so yeah, about that. Okay. There we go. And then the same thing over here. One. I can probably tear this. No, I can't. Okay, I tried. I did try. It didn't work. Okay. 1, 2. Okay. There we go. All right. Put the case together, basically. Oop. Let's make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Ooh. I don't know why. He says he's worried about the sound, but I don't know, man. I don't think the sound's going to be that bad, personally. I've heard worse, I promise you. Alright, so close the case halves and screw the case together. I love this weight. Oh my god, do I love this weight. Also, why did this get turned? This weight is sick. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Oh, oops. My bad. I wasn't looking. There are different lengths. That's hilarious. Let's try that again. Alright, is that the right one? Is this the right one? 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, good. I'm so glad everyone has gone to hex screws for their cases now, and good ones, like good quality ones. I remember when people were just still using like Phillips head. It was a pain in the ass, so. All right. Maybe this will sound a little funky. I'm hearing when I put the screws in, I can hear the case, but I'm hoping that that's just them coming together, so we'll see. Okay. All right. Whoop. Why did that screw just go flying? Did I not screw that in? Did I just miss a screw completely? I did? Huh. Who would have thought? Okay, there we go. All right, let's try that again. There we go. A little bit of flex. It's not too bad. And now for the keycaps. Like I said, Zeus provides everything, which is awesome. I'm going with PBT fans, clean blue. Clean blue. I call them clean blue because it's KLE. So, let's see. These are cool. These are just like the neon caps. Okay. Oh, I hear what he's hearing. Yeah. We may have to throw some tape on here. Oh, I forgot the light pipes. I forgot. We got light pipes for the LEDs. Let me do this before those fall out potentially. A, S, D, F, G, H, J, K, Q. Doesn't sound bad. C, V. A little tape might do it some wonders, but it won't be that bad now. There we go. This is the backspace, 1.75U backspace. This is enter. This is alt. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Oh. Whoops. Let's try this again. I was like, wait, that's a huge gap. It's because this one goes here. This one goes here. Because I think Christian's a left-hand spacer. I think. In here. C, Q, W, E, R, T. S, D, A, S, D, F, G, H. Z. T, Y, U. I-O. Yeah, these clean blue caps are awesome. I may have to get these. They remind me, obviously, of Neon. PBT fans Neon, which I really enjoy my set of Neon. So, D, A, S, D, F, G. Speaking of F, D. Got a tab right here. Yeah, these are good. This blue is nice, and this board's gonna be nice. Oh. Menu key. Where did he have the menu key? Probably right here. Yeah, Ringo, if you missed that, these are PBT fans, clean blue. Super nice caps. I don't know what he has these caps in terms of layout. Yeah, you gave me a bunch. Okay. I know this one is like escape is here. It's probably for these three down here. He doesn't do arrow layout, which is inherently wrong, but he's allowed to be wrong, so it's okay. All right. Yeah, this blue is sick. Got a command key? That's funny. All right. Tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna do Alt GUI control. This doesn't sound bad. I don't know what he was worried about. This does not sound bad. Okay, homie, relax. All right. Let's put in the light pipes because he gave me 5 of those. All right. Hopefully these don't go anywhere. Although I can see that they might. I'm hoping that the foam that we put in there to kind of holds everything in place, I hope. Yeah, feels like it does. Like, it feels like those are hard to come out. Okay. Cool. Look at this thing. Come on, camera. Come on. You know you want to focus. See if I get to do the... Oh, okay. It doesn't want to focus, apparently. Let's, Come on. There we go. So, minivan backspace. This sounds fine. I don't know what he was worried about with the sound. Maybe a little bit on the bottom row, but fingerprint scanner, RGB LEDs. These are indicators. It's pretty cool. Again, clean blue with KTT chalk switches. This weight is so sick. Like, this gives me so many color options. You could do like a 3-color option on this board where you could do the bottom piece is one, the weight is another color, and then the top is another. Like, there's tons of options here. He could have done the bottom as blue with the caps, and then done the weight as white and like have it reversed, which would have been sick too. Okay, there's a tiny in the right spacebar. There's like a tiny bit of ping. It's not bad, but that's easily fixable. All right, let's go ahead and. So it doesn't do your typical like doot doot doot. Like it takes a while, and it opens up a drive. It opens up basically an E drive. And like I said, I know this actually works. So let me read the instructions for the fingerprint again. So to enroll a fingerprint, press the key in blue first, which is actually this down here. I know it says blue, but this is on the instructions before I put the caps on. The LEDs will then turn orange. Place your finger on the sensor and lift. Repeat that 3 times. Okay. The LEDs will turn off if successful. Press and hold the red key on the bottom row, and then press this one. And then press the other key in red, which is this one. The LEDs will turn orange once again, at which point you can place the finger that was registered earlier on the sensor. Okay. If it's the correct fingerprint, it will type out a string of characters. Okay, interesting. When enrolling a fingerprint, make sure the first... So let's see. So let's do this. Let's make sure the first or top LED is lit up. So let's make sure they work. Ah, yep, they do. Look at that. Can you guys see that on stream? I know that's hard to see. So you can select, it seems like, I think there's 5 positions. But that looks cool because the camera can't pick it up. It looks like it's disappearing. So it looks like you can pick 5 selections for fingerprints. So he said, make sure it's the top. Okay. And then he said, press the key in blue first. Okay, they all turn orange. Place your finger on the sensor and lift and repeat that 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And they all shut off. Press and hold the red key on the bottom row, and then press and hold the other red key. The LEDs will turn orange again, at which point you place your finger that was shut down earlier on the sensor. If it's correct fingerprint, it'll type out a string of characters. Oh. No, it didn't. Uh-oh. Okay, let's try that again. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Or is it just... Yeah, Zeus probably is harvesting. Uh-oh. I don't think it worked. Either that or... Oh, there we... Oh, it's this one. Okay, so you just marked the wrong one. Ha! It did type it out. That's hilarious. So it works. The fingerprint thing works. Oh my god. There we go. Hey Zeus, glad you're here. Oh, this thing is cool. I'm gonna do that again. So, orange and then... Well done, sir. Well done. And I am glad you're here. I don't think this sounds that bad. I think it's just like right here under the spacebar. I don't know if that's gonna matter in the long run for you. Like how, like I don't know if you're planning on ICing this or like what your goal is with this board. But it looks awesome. And like, I hate to say it, it reminds me of Oceanographer a little bit, just because I've got the OLED up here and the knob down here. Like it reminds me of that, which is in a good way, right? And as I was saying earlier, like the 3-piece case, the weight, the bottom, and the top give you a chance to like mix and match colors. So like you could have done white top, blue bottom, and white weight. Like that would have looked cool too. Not that this doesn't look cool. Like this looks awesome. But I'm just saying in general, like, so what's going to be interesting is I right space and yeah, you left space. So we're going to try left space, just do a typing test and see how this sounds. And we'll just deal with me trying to do left space. Oh, it's hard. I can't. All right, I'm not going to do an actual typing test. What I will do is this, though. I will unplug it for just a second so that you guys can actually hear it, because I can't do left-hand space. I figured I could try. So there's only like, to me, the chalks do sound good. I think there's only like here, but that's like if I'm like deliberately doing it. If I'm just backspace, which is always an issue on 40s with 1.75U, in this spacebar. And tab. Like, those are the only places that I hear, like, quote-unquote ping for, like, the case. I think this sounds fine otherwise. These chalks feel nice. The 63.5 gram springs are obviously always winners. But this sounds really good, man. Like, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Like, you can always tape mod it or whatever you want to do if you're, you know, whatever you end up doing with these. You have 3 of these, right? Tell me you have 3, because I said you had 3. I know you have the red and black one. You've got this one. Is there a third? Because this thing is sweet. And, yeah, I don't know. Like, I know you have paintbrush that kind of never happened. I don't know what your plans for other boards, but, like, this is cool. And it's heavy. It's hefty. This, like, I get, and again, like, I'm not saying, like, in a bad way. Like, I get ocean vibes off this, which is cool, too. So, let's see. Yeah, shit. 3 pounds, 10 ounces, homie? Holy shit. There's a third top and bottom white with a stainless steel weight. Nice, nice. So, yeah. Dude, like, not a bad way. Like, oh, a screw fell out. That's not good. Is this just not connecting in here? Is that what happened? Weird. Could have sworn I tightened some of these down. Did it just maybe not stick? There we go. Okay, maybe I just missed that one, but yeah, in a good way. This is like oceanographer vibes, and I really like it. That's probably why I like it so much, just because it reminds me of that. And the fingerprint scanner thing is cool, because I'm assuming you can use it for like security. Like, if I want to log into my computer, I could just have my thumbprint here, or like my pinky or whatever, right? Like, that'd be cool. There's got to be some really neat uses for that, right? Besides just typing out a macro that says D's nuts, which is good. Well played, sir. Well played. But this is a very, very cool board. Thank you for letting me build it. Like, I know it's like question mark. Seriously, thank you for letting me build it. Super unique. Love the weight. I love, like, the artistic style with the weight. Like, this weight is sick. I wish I could see it all the time. But this weight is awesome. And then, like I said, with the bottom, you could do some cool color combos because you have the option for 3. You can do alternating colors. So, like I said, white, blue, white. You could do, if you want a panda build, black, white, black, or white, black, white. There's tons of ways to do that, kind of like my Pearl. I'm sure there's 3 color combo that would look really good. But this is awesome, man. Let me back this out a little bit so people can get a... Like, this is fantastic. Of course, I would have gone big bar, but that's just me. I would have done a big space bar. But this looks great. And I'm genuinely thankful that you let me build it. The color, again, the camera does not pick up like that blue sheen on here. So you picked well. The theme on this went hard, homie. Very hard. And honestly, I thought the build would be harder. It wasn't that bad. I really like this. I really do. I do hope you choose to do something with it. Like maybe a small group buy, something like that. Hell, there's only 15 people in here right now, so like you could say it's a group buy and word probably wouldn't get out too bad. So just saying. But man, like I really do like this a lot. Thank you. Thank you again for letting me build that. And, yeah. I don't think it sounds that bad. I think you're probably a little critical of your own design, like I was of Ocean, but, yeah, I'd rock with this, for sure. And as you said, maybe something underneath, like maybe just to, I don't know how hollow it is underneath with the extra space, that might help, but, yeah. Just that spacebar. Like, that's the only thing that bothers me, and that's an easy fix. It should be. Maybe tomorrow I'll try tape on it and just and see how it sounds before I send it back. So, Coffee says, "Rip paintbrush and Prisma, my hopes and dreams." You never know. I still think Zeus, and if you're still here, I think you should do paintbrush. I still think you should. I think there's enough, and I think you should do like acrylic only. Don't worry about metal. Like, do acrylic, run it through Chris, because Chris's acrylic cutting is amazing. Y'all have seen Embrace, so like that's my suggestion is go through Chris, do paintbrush, let him help you out, because people want paintbrush and it's a good board, and then you can worry about this down the road. Like this is cool. I like this a lot, but I would like, again, I know you're in a funky position. We've talked about it, so yeah. Very cool board. I like this. And now it gives me ideas. Like, it'd be cool to do something with like the LEDs like that and having directional arrows. Yeah. Rage says, "I missed the mounting part of the stream. How's it feel?" It's good. It's tab pull mount, so there's like a little bit of give. It's not a lot of give. It's not like uber flexible unless you push hard. Let's see if I can show you. Like, well, take that back. But it doesn't feel, like, I don't feel that. When I'm typing like normal, I don't feel it, but when you push, you can see. There you go. So, it's pretty good. It's a cool board. I really like this. Yeah. Good luck ever getting this back, Zeus. I don't know that I'll send it back to you. I'll probably just keep it, honestly. I'll just go on my shelf and just look cool. But I like, you have some good designs, and I hope you get to run paintbrush for those that want it. Like Coffee said, for sure. I think that would be good. I heard them described as a more refined top mount. Does that ring true to you? Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment. A more refined top mount. Yeah, that's a good, because it's still firm. It's still very firm, but it's not like annoyingly harsh, if that makes sense. But yeah. Oh, and when you do the paintbrush, by the way, do the half plate, because that's the best feeling board, one of the best feeling boards I have, period. I don't know if it's just the switches or what, but anyway. This is really good. Thank you, man, so much. I'm glad some of you got to come hang out. Thank you for those of you that are new to the stream. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. You know, it was cool getting rated by Jack, so big shout out to Jack. If you didn't go give him a follow back, you should. Thanks to the new follows from the Key Circle, Snoopy, Arigato Roboto, I Am 11, Turtle Cat, and Jack, of course. If you missed any of that, please go back and watch the VOD later for sure. Paintbrush was such a good solution to no R2 escape. Really cool board. Yeah, it definitely was. It's still back there. It's right above my head in the video screen. Here, right above my head now. That's it. I still use that board. It's a lot of fun. So, again, thank you guys for being here tonight. I appreciate it. Be on the lookout. I think the next stream that we'll do, unless William wants his, I think he still wants his Milmax. I have to finish ordering some Milmax sockets. So I may build my Legacy Vault on stream first and then build his afterwards. I'm not 100% sure yet. Still debating on what I want to do there, especially because it's a 6U layout. I forgot that when I ordered it, so I don't want to do split space. I'll do 6U. I'll figure it out. But we've got some more stuff coming up next week. I'll decide, and I'll put it out there on Instagram. I'll put it out on Discord. Try and update Twitch too. I'm not good at updating Twitch, so I'll do that. But thank you everybody for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you to Zeus. As always, please go give him a shout if you're in the Discord server. This is a very, very cool board. Happy to build it. Happy to get the chance. I'm glad Zeus trusts me. Again, Zeus is the man. The first person to send me content to build ever. And he let me keep it, which is so cool. It's so cool. But he is a homie. I really appreciate him. Thank you guys for being here, and have a wonderful night. I'll see you next week. Bye.